All right, friends, let's dive into a question that stirred up conversations for decades. Did dinosaurs really exist? And what does the Bible have to say about it? See, as a Christian, I don't believe I have to check my brain at the door. I believe God calls us to wisdom, to dig deep, to ask good questions. The Bible even says in 1 Corinthians 2:6, we speak a message of wisdom among the mature, not the wisdom of this world, but God's wisdom. So let's go to the beginning. Genesis, right at the start. God creates the great creatures of the sea, every living thing that moves in the water, and every winged bird. Then God says, let the land produce living creatures, livestock, creatures that move along the ground, and wild animals, each according to its kind. Now, let's be real. The Bible doesn't use the word dinosaur. That word didn't even exist until the 1800s. But the text talks about great creatures of all kinds in the sea and on the land, gigantic, mysterious, powerful animals. So could some of these have been what we now call dinosaurs? Absolutely. Here's where it gets interesting. Some people say the creation days in Genesis were just 24 hours, like our days. But if you look closer, the Bible tells us that the sun and moon weren't even created until the fourth day. Before that, there wasn't a 24-hour cycle like you and I know. In Genesis 1:4-5, God separates light from darkness and calls it day and night. But the sun, moon, and stars show up on day 4. That means the days of creation could be something totally different, not tied to Earth's clocks. Think about this. A day on Mars is almost 25 hours. Jupiter's orbit takes 12 Earth years. The idea that a day always means 24 hours? That's just not true, even within our own solar system. So what's my point? The Bible isn't silent or confused. It gives us a framework God created on purpose, with order and variety. He made massive sea creatures and wildland animals, each according to their kind. Science finds giant bones and fossils, and people wonder if that threatens the Bible. But if I'm reading Genesis, I see room for incredible, gigantic creatures, maybe even dinosaurs. The Bible isn't against discovery. It's the foundation that gives meaning to what we find. So to my fellow Christians, don't be afraid to ask questions or to dig deep. Our faith isn't threatened by science, it's deepened by truth. And to those outside the faith, remember, the wisdom of God is bigger than any age or theory. Dinosaurs? Yeah, I believe they existed. And I believe the God who made them made you and me with purpose and wonder. Thanks for sticking with me. Until next time, keep searching, keep growing, and never be afraid to trust both your Bible and your brain.